if you even care. Guys, I've noticed something. Okay, well, nobody's in the live yet, Leia. But I've noticed something. I went back and I watched a couple YouTube VODs. And I've not seen the chat there. And I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. Is there like a way to access the chat on the YouTube VOD? Maybe I could just Google it. I know, Leia, you're so annoyed with me. I love you so much, my beautiful, perfect girl. Hey, Marcus. Hey, Jason. Hey, Paul. Hey, Ishmeen. How you guys doing? Hi, Christine. Hi, Goblin. Hey, Abhishek. What's up? How we holding up, everyone? If you were in the TikTok live, welcome to the YouTube live. If you're only in the YouTube live, well, also welcome to the YouTube live. Ruby says, love your channel. Thank you so much, Ruby. That's very sweet of you. Leia does look glamorous. Thank you so much, Jason. Abby, I'm so sorry. I need to reach out to my uncle. He's in Warrington, and I'm sure it's quite hot there as well. I don't know. I've not spoken to him. Hi, Archer. Archer came to say hi. Hi, handsome boy. What is it, Mr. Bug? I'm filming your sister right now. Nobody wants to see you, Archer. That's right. Get out of here, Archer. Get. The people just want to see Leia. Hi, Leia. I'm so sorry about that, Leia. I'm sorry about that. We can let him go. We'll just open the front door, and he'll run out, and then we don't ever have to worry about him again. Okay? Okay, Leia? You know, Seattle's kind of similar to the UK in that nobody has air conditioning. Now, the very first thing I did when I moved into this house was get air conditioning installed, because I'm from the East Coast of the United States, and I don't know how to function without air conditioning. So I really feel for the people in the UK right now, because it's not good. I mean, I used to spend every summer in the UK when I was a kid. We would go there for 2 months of the year, which sounds quite exotic. It sounds like, oh, we used to summer in the British countryside. But no, it was my grandma's house in Warrington. And if you're in the UK, then you're like, why would you ever go to Warrington? And that's correct. That's the correct opinion. Yeah. Why would you ever go there? But yeah. Which side of your family is British? My dad. My mom is Serbian American, so my grandparents were born in Serbia and came over to the States when they were babies. And my dad was English. So, yeah. Habibi, come to India if you think it's hot. No, Ishmeen, like, listen, here's the deal, Ishmeen. I am a product of my environment, all right? So I don't do great in the heat. No, I love summer, but I don't do great in the heat, especially a humid heat. And my understanding, I've actually never been to India, but my understanding is it's a pretty humid heat. Hey, Chris, what's going on? Thanks for being here. How old are Archer and Leia? Leia is 7 and Archer is 6. Archer's right behind me. Hi, Bug. Handsome boy, you're being so cute. Why aren't you on camera right now? Why aren't you on camera right now, Archer? Archer. What is it, Bug? He wants something. I don't know what he wants. Probably food, let's be real. Good boy. Well, your dad is English, French, Russian, insane, and IDK what else based on all the stories? No, my father is English. However, he had a weird major in university, which was like political science and foreign languages. So he learned for his major French and Russian. So he lived in the Soviet Union for 2 years. He lived in France for like 7 years, and he lived in Germany for like a year. So he spoke English, French, German, Russian. He obviously fluent in English. He was really properly fluent in French. I would say he was fluent in English and French. We would travel around France, and people would ask him what part of France he was from, because he spoke accentless French. Russian, I don't know. I've never been to Russia. Um, so yeah, I don't know. He lived in the Soviet Union for a number of years when he was in university, but that was it. I think that was kind of it. That was like all he used to his Russian for. I will say this, actually, when I first moved in, we had this fence installed. This fence right here for the Huskies, that one. And the people who built the fence were Russian. And my dad came to visit. And I was like, Dad, can you talk to them, please? So it was great. So he got to use his Russian to chat with the people who built the fence. But yeah, that was it. So he's English. Yeah. No, he's very much not cool. No, if you kind of like look at his, it was like a running joke that he was a spy. But if you look at his resume, if you just look at like the bullet points, you're like, oh, he was a spy. But if you knew him, like, he very much was not. All he wanted to do was like hang out in a robe on the couch with my mom. That was pretty much it. So, yeah. He was a big time wife guy. He was real obsessed with my mom for the entirety of their marriage. What was for lunch, good sir? Goblin, I didn't eat lunch. I just worked on a video and responded to emails. I finished the video, but I did not do the captions yet. And I was like, well, I could delay the live by an extra 30 minutes, or I could just do the live, and then after the live, I'll do my captions and post the video. So that's what I decided to do. Finish the video, though. Haven't eaten lunch yet. But my client did email me. I was scheduled to have a client call at 2:30. It's 6 minutes past 1 right now. And they were like, hey, can we do 3 instead? So that bought me an extra 30 minutes. So, yeah. Jonathan, can you give Leia a piece of bread? LOL, would you? Tess, whenever I eat a sandwich, she gets like a little piece of bread. Sure. Spellbound Chris says, Jonathan will sing DuckTales if the moment calls for it. Please don't be demanding. And she said it in exactly that tone. If anything, I scaled it back. I'm kidding, of course. Chris is one of my wonderful mods. Everyone listen to her. Yeah, here's the thing. Leia's just snoozing right now. I know everyone loves the DuckTales song. I know everyone does. I demand that you don't be demanding. Thank you, Chris. I know everyone does. I do too. But like she's relaxing right now. She's just vibing. And if I sing DuckTales, then it will harsh her vibe at the mo. So I'm just going to let her snooze. I'm sorry. I will probably post a DuckTales video sometime in the next week. I try to not do it more than once a month, because I don't want my content to be too samey. But yeah. Abhishek says, nothing I'm coding is even remotely working today, so I'm just going to give up and watch Leia sleep. Abhishek, I'm right there with you. I think that's a great idea. Absolutely. What do you do for work outside of YouTube? K-Roof, I do digital marketing, digital and content strategy. So, yeah. The YouTube stuff is not as lucrative as you think, especially because most of my content is shorts. Shorts does not pay a lot of money. So I am not making a lot of money from YouTube. So that's why I have a job. Rachel, you're kind of not wrong. Rachel says he doesn't want to sing DuckTales because it secretly activates Leia to go do crimes. You're not really wrong. The berry looked like it was a service better, and it's not toxic to dogs, by the way. So Jessica, a lot of people have DM'd me, like a lot of people, like a couple dozen. Jessica's referring to an Insta story I posted yesterday where Leia had some kind of berry that she was like playing with as a toy. I was like, where'd you get that berry? And I picked it up and was like, I don't know what this is. So I took it from her. She was not happy about it. She was really enjoying it as a toy. But I took it from her. I did some Googling. I think it's a cherry. I looked at the leaf. I have downloaded an app that's like take a picture of the leaf and it'll tell you what it is, and it told me cherry tree and like all of the above. I found the tree. I found the offending tree. It's actually in my neighbor's yard. But its branches are over. So I'm going to trim the branches back. Everything I've read is like, yes, cherries are toxic to dogs. However, they need to like eat a lot of them. And I really don't think Leia would eat a lot of them. So I'm actually not that concerned, but I'm still not going to take any chances. I'm still going to trim the tree back and talk to my neighbor about it and all of the above. Yeah. Thank you, Ishmeen. Yeah. So I do think it was a cherry, and I do think cherries are toxic to Huskies, but I'm actually not that concerned. Because, again, that tree's been here the entire time, and I have never seen Leia play with a berry before, so. Yeah, that would be painstaking to clean up. I had a tree, when I was living in D.C., I can't remember the name of the tree, but it dropped berries in my yard, and the berries I had like a backyard in DC, which is very rare. I was very, very, very lucky that I had this backyard. And it dropped berries, and they would like, it dropped them all in one day, and by the next day, they were just rotting. And it attracted the most flies. It was disgusting. For like 1 month of the year, being in my backyard was the grossest thing on the planet. It was really, it was a lot. You know, it's so funny how you pronounce my name properly, and most people mess it up. Thank you. Ishmeen, people mispronounce that. I mean, I think it's kind of like you say it how it sounds. You know, it looks like it's spelled exactly how it sounds. How close to D.C. were you living? I was in Logan Circle. I lived in Logan Circle for about 10 years. If you're familiar with D.C., if you know where Le Diplomat is, I was 5 doors down from Le Diplomat. And I moved in when Le Diplomat was still the abandoned laundromat before it became the hottest restaurant in D.C. I think it's overrated, frankly. Was it a ginkgo tree? Their fruit stand? I genuinely don't know. You could tell me, I wouldn't remember. Ashmin, Ishmin, Ishmeet. Really? Really? That's very surprising. I'm sorry, Ishmin. I'm sorry people mispronounce your name so much. Fun fact. Cherries and apples are in the rose family. I didn't know that, Beth. Thank you for telling me. That's neat. Ruby's sad. I'm so sorry you're sad, Ruby. I hope that we were able to cheer you up a little bit today. Do you live to brother your dogs? Do you live to bother your dogs? Sorry, you typed that correctly. I'm just an idiot. A little bit. A little bit. I love my dogs. I just like spending my time with them. So much for need cooling. It's not hot out today. It's really not hot out today. I know it looks quite bright and sunny, but it's actually really temperate. It's really cool out. So don't you worry. In July, I'll bust out the swimming pool. But oh no, you're fine, Ruby. Don't worry about it. Does anyone have a great story to tell? Kai wants to hear a story. Are you not entertained, Kai? Hey, Melissa, how's it going? Welcome. Bralmick says, you are such a calm and loving dad. I enjoy and appreciate your content greatly. Thank you, Bralmick. That's very sweet of you to say. Is it Bralmick or Bralmitch? Mom's the Boss with a 99-cent super chat. Thank you, Mom's the Boss. But again, you do too much. I encourage you to do less. That's very sweet of you. I am grateful. What's Archer doing? I don't know. I think he's in the yard. My granddog looks like Archer's twin. His name is Dillinger. Judy, that's a cool name for a dog. That's a really cool name I love that name for a dog. Okay, it's not, Archer does not bury socks. It's Leia. Would be cool if I could gift memberships, but alas. Is that something I need to turn on, Melissa? You know what? Don't tell me. It's fine. You spend too much money on me, Melissa. You spent too much money on me, Melissa. Rachel says, here's a story. I'm pregnant and just ate a whole can of creamed corn as a snack. Now I have heartburn. The end. I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, not about the pregnancy, about the heartburn. Congratulations on the pregnancy, Rachel. Hi from France. Hello, Elodie. Elodie, I apologize for my abysmal French accent in my latest video that I posted. My bad. Sorry. Lana, thank you for the €2 super chat. That's very sweet of you. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. Roxy says, love Leia and Archer. Thank you, Roxy. So do I. I love your video of you being chased by your late cat, Roxy. Will you ever get another cat? Danielle, I will get another cat. I 100% will. Yes. When, I don't know. It sounds dumb to say because Roxy's been gone for 1.5 years now. Spartacus has been gone for 2.5 years now. But I still really feel like I have cats, if that makes sense. I mean, I don't, but it feels like I do. I still feel like a cat owner. So I just don't know that I'm ready to get new cats yet. Just me personally. So, yeah. Oh, is Kai leaving? I'm sorry, I missed it, Kai. Take care, Kai. Mila says, I listen to these like podcasts. Your voice is so calming. That's very sweet of you to say, Mila. Really. All my friends and family are tremendously stressed out by my voice. I'm a chaotic presence in their life. Manders Whitley says, hi, Jonathan. I finally caught you live from Dallas. Who is your favorite character from Archer? Other than Archer. Other than Archer, probably Barry. Probably Barry. Yeah. Gippy Ebb says, hi from Scotland. Leia Spins fan here. Oh, thank you, Gippy. Is it Gippy-Yeb or Gip-Yeb or Jip-Yeb? I don't know how to pronounce your name. You have a radio voice. I definitely enjoy it. Thanks for the videos. That's really sweet of you to say. Thank you. But not a TV face, huh? Just a radio voice. Cool. Awesome. I know where you stand. Nails by me. Hello, everyone. And hello, beautiful Leia. Where's Archer? I think he's in the yard. OMG, Jonathan. My Shih Tzu has been doing the Leia spins when we walk. Didn't train him to do it at all. That's awesome. That's how you know it's a good walk. Gippy EB. Good to know. Thank you for correcting me. Pam is a nutcase in the best ways. LOL. Thanks for sharing your dogs with us. Always. Blue Phoenix says you have a face for radio, LOL. Thanks, Blue. I was not offended by that. Don't worry. Thank you for your videos. We put our 13-year-old Husky down back in February. That got me through rough times. Paul, I'm so sorry for your loss. That's so impossibly hard. That's really sweet of you to say. Thank you for saying that. I'm so sorry. I can't imagine. Saying goodbye to pets is like the hardest thing we have to do. Would you ever consider playing Starfield on Twitch? Abhishek, there are so many games I want to play on Twitch. I am Twitch streaming like a third the amount I actually want to. I stream like 4 hours, 3 days a week. I would rather stream 8 hours, 5 days a week. Like that's like what I would ideally like to do. There are so many games that I would love to play on stream. I gotta make cuts somewhere. You know what I mean? Like I gotta. So I don't think it's in the cards. But yeah, I would love to. I really enjoyed my time with Starfield when I played it. I played it when it came out for like a month. I never beat it actually, but I never beat Bethesda games. I just kind of like explore and enjoy my time with them and then move on to something else. Ben Benny says, Jonathan, I always want your Insta feed before I go to bed. to get my mind off things and relax. That's really sweet of you, Ben. Thank you. Can you squeak Bug Strawberry to make him come running? I can make him come running. Beth, my Twitch is twitch.tv/Siberian Derpskies. Thank you, Chris. Are we talking video games? Anyone played Expedition 33? I'm getting a new PC just for it. Okay, here's the thing, Zavi. All right, nobody, Kwani asked the same thing. Nobody spoil Expedition 33 for me. Nobody do it. If you do it, not only will I ask the mods to ban you, sincerely, a thing I have never done. I have never sincerely asked the mods to ban anyone. Not only will I ask them to ban you, I might just stop posting content forever. I might be like, I guess I'm done. I guess I'm out. I just started Act 3. I just started Act 3 in Expedition 33. I am a JRPG sicko. I love JRPGs. Like 3 to 5 of my top 10 games are JRPGs. So, and Expedition 33 is like easily one of the best games I've ever played. One of the best JRPGs ever made. It's so good. But yeah. I've not beaten it yet. I've not finished it. Hallelujah. Oh, Miss Butt. Miss Grumbles. Miss Grumbles. I love you. Yeah, do you want a nap? Okay, I'll leave you alone. You nap. You nap. I was trying to get a better angle of you, Leia. Look at her resting her chin on there. She's so cute. Yeah, but she's curled up in an inconvenient spot. Where's Archer? Archer the bug. I don't know where he is. I can summon him. I can summon him. All right. If your dogs are listening to this, you might want to send them away. Archer. Oh, he was inside. Oh, I didn't know you were inside. Hi, Bug. Whoop. That's the most reliable way to summon Archer. Handsome boy Archer. Your sister has moved to an inconvenient spot to put the camera on her. Would it be okay if we put the camera on you for a little bit? Yeah? Good boy. Thank you, Archer. You gonna curl up and sunbathe for a little bit? That's okay. That's good. That's a good camera spot, Archer. Yeah, you understood the assignment, my good boy. You understood the assignment. He's such a good boy. I thought Hi Crow. Yeah, it's actually, you're close, Jason. It's Hi Crow Friend. But yes, that'll do it. If I buy a hedgehog, will Archer come running to me, Claire? Only one way to find out. He is a very regal-looking baby. Thank you, Rima. I think so, too. Are you still in the coat to try not to get sunburned like last stream? I am actually wearing it wasn't a coat. It's just it's like this hiking over shirt that I like. It's not a coat. But I put on sunscreen today, so I'm not as precious as I was the previous stream. It was just because like I didn't put on any sunblock, and when I don't want skin cancer. This is Archer's joie de vivre. Is the beef thing still on the neighbor's roof? Last time I checked, Judith, however, it has moved to the other side. So I only ever see it now if I'm walking on the street behind my house. And I haven't done that in a few days. Actually, your harness you got for him that is seen whenever he does the roll on your walks, does that help with Archer's back disc issues real well, and was that recommended full on? Yes. So we had been using a Wonder Walker halter harness for him. He had one his whole life. It's still the one that I use for Leia. And we switched to the one that he has, which is just like bigger and does a better job of, or yeah, I guess a better job of like more distributing the forces so that it wouldn't be so like concentrated in one area. Because of his IVDD, his disc condition. Leia still uses the Wonder Walker harness because I actually did switch her to a different harness the same time we switched Archer, and she like runs from it. She hates wearing it. So she does not like wearing it. She's like, I like my little Wonder Walker harness. So she loves putting that thing on. She hates wearing the other one. So for that reason, I still use the other one. So I figure, you know, Danielle, I don't know how her knee is. It seems like it's getting better, actually. It really does seem like it's getting better. But I know that at some point she's going to need that surgery. And I just don't know when. So it does seem like it's getting better. I have been thinking lately that, like, maybe I do take them to the dog park. But I'm scared I'll immediately regret that decision. So, no, Top Maverick, Leia is not dying. Leia is thriving. Leia just will probably need a TPLO surgery on her right knee sometime soon-ish. She had one on her left knee about 1.5 years ago. Kay says she has such a big personality. Yeah, she does. My kids say hi to Archer. That's really sweet. Thank you, Epicentera. Archer, Epicentera's kids say hi to you. Sorry, he's too snoozing. It is, what time is it? It's 1:26 p.m. Top Maverick, it's TPLO surgery. It's her knee. It's just, it's a thing. Big dogs have a tendency to need TPLO surgery. Maureen says, thank you for your wonderful channel. I always smile when I see Leia and Archer and hear your wonderful voice. Happy Thursday, and thanks again for all that you do. That's so sweet of you to say, Maureen. Thank you. Thank you for all that you do, Maureen. Do you expect to be stuck in the park on tonight's walk? I don't know. Here's the thing, Jessica. All right, I'm going to run you through my schedule for the rest of the day. All right. I am going to do this live for like another 30 to 40 minutes. Then I'm going to make captions for the video that I edited and post it. Then I have a client call. Then I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to record a top 5 comments video. And I'm going to be editing that until Leia tells me it's time to go for a walk. And hopefully I'll finish that tonight so that I can post it tomorrow. But I don't know if I'm going to do it. The other one took me forever to edit. But I'm trying to get more efficient with it. So, Kritika, we'll see. We'll see. If Leia wants it, I will. But I'm not going to force it. Kay says we missed the top 5s. Thank you. Ishmeen says you do such great captions. How? I actually do my captions in TikTok. And I do it because I do the shorts I edit on my phone. And I usually edit the videos in CapCut. And then I post them to TikTok. And I do my captions in TikTok. I think the interface for editing captions is the best on TikTok. I've tried Premiere on my phone. I've tried CapCut. I've tried Instagram. And I've tried TikTok. And I just think TikTok has the best interface for it. So, Kay, I have done all of... That's how I do it, Kay, is I auto-generate captions. But it's always wrong. The auto-generated captions doesn't like my voice. So it thinks I say words that I don't, that sort of thing. Like, I'm real anal about it, and I need to go through and make sure that everything's a complete sentence and has correct punctuation, because I'm an insane person. And, like, I do the auto-generated captions, and then I edit those to get them where I want them. And I'll also edit them for timing. Sometimes it breaks them up in weird places, and so I spend a lot of time on my captions. In general, this is a rough estimate. For every 1 minute of video, I spend 10 to 15 minutes on captions. So the video that I'm going to post today is like 2.5. It's a little less than 2.5 minutes. It's like 2 minutes and like 10 seconds, something like that. So I will probably spend 30 minutes on captions today. So, yeah. But between 20 and 30 minutes. Thank you, Kritika, for saying that. You need to let Leia join the volleyball team, just saying. Yeah, Jessica, she really wants to. She really wants to. Wanting the printed word you put out to be grammatically correct is not insane, good sir. Yeah, I know. I mean, it is like, what is the juice worth the squeeze? Like, am I getting out of it the effort that I put into it? I don't know. Listen, I receive a lot of lovely messages from people in both the hearing impaired community and the autism community, telling me that my captions with the emoji help them understand and enjoy my videos. And that means the world. That's not why I started doing it. I started doing it because TikTok changed the way captions work, and it just kind of like made them appear on the screen. And I started adding emoji to like a couple things because I thought it was funny. And now I'm like, well, now I have to add it to like everything. Yeah, because I've received such positive feedback from the hearing impaired and the autism communities, I will never stop doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it because, yeah. So that's why I do it. Actually, a couple months ago, this is like maybe even 3 months ago, I can't remember now, but Levi the Husky Rescue's mom reached out to me. It's really sweet. It was a really sweet DM. She was like, hey, I'm making a video right now, and I really want to add emojis to my captions. Is that okay? And I was like, what do you mean, is that okay? Of course. Like, what? You don't have to ask my permission. She's like, well, it's kind of your thing. I don't want to like step on your toes. I was like, it's fine. It's really okay. That's really sweet of you to ask, but you did not have to, really didn't have to do that. Honestly, I wouldn't have even noticed. I wouldn't have even been like, she's doing my thing. Like, that's, go nuts. And she was just like, yeah, I know. It's just like, I thought it would be really funny with the emoji, but it's like you built your brand around that. And I was like, I didn't mean to build my brand around that. It just kind of happened that way. So like, go crazy. You have my permission now and forever. And also for the record, you never needed my permission. So. Yeah, exactly. But it was really sweet of her to do that. She's really nice. If you don't follow Levi the Husky Rescue, you should. She puts a lot more effort into her videos than I put into mine. Like, a lot more effort. So. The whole emoji caption is what drew me to your video taking style. Also, Leia spins. Rima, I love that. Thank you. Tell your chat says hello to her and Levi. I will, Zavi. I will. How do you get Archer and Leia to continue walking when they get to a protest post? It really depends. You know, I know that all protests kind of look the same, but they are not the same. Sometimes they're too hot and they just need a break. Sometimes they just can't agree on a direction. Sometimes Archer is like, hey, I want more treats. I'm just holding out for more treats. They're not all created equal. They kind of look the same, but they're very different. So they call for different occasions. They call for different solutions, is what I should say. I follow a lot of Husky channels because I'm also obsessed with Huskies. I mean, fair. Okay, fair. Like Ollie, I should say. Ollie K. Me too. Bralmik says, are they still monsters when they were like this? They were always monsters. They never turn it off. Kotik says, watching your Husky shorts makes my day. It always brings a huge smile to my face. Thank you. No, thank you, Kartik. That's so wonderful. Thank you. The other day when you just say down in the grass with them seemed nice. That was nice. That day was rough. I was so tired that day. That was like a week and a half ago. I was so exhausted, Jessica. I was running off of like 3 hours of sleep. I had to get up super early, and I tried to go back to bed. I just couldn't fall back asleep. So I was running off of no sleep. And then the Huskies were like, we kind of want to lie down in this grass. And I was like, I kind of want to lie down with you. And I didn't. I sat down with them, but I was like, if I lie down, I'm going to fall asleep. And we're next to a busy highway in a neighborhood that is not my neighborhood. And I was just like really worried that someone was going to like call the cops and be like, yeah, there's a drunk guy and 2 dogs who might be dead on the side of the road. But I was so tired. I could have easily fallen asleep in that grass. How many socks did you find in the yard? Only the 2 that I posted in the video. But I don't know if you can tell in my yard, you know, it's like lined with all this dense foliage. I know for a fact there's like a lot more socks back there, but I don't go back there to mow the lawn. You know what I mean? So I'm just never going to find them. They're gone. She is really sweet. She is really nice. I mean, Mom's the boss. I'm going to level with you. Like, every Husky influencer I have ever engaged with has just been like the nicest person on the planet, with the exception of one. And I already made a video about that. So, you know, that's it. Like everyone I've DM'd with, everyone I've talked to, the ones who I DM with the most would probably be Takani Kita and Taya's mom. Jonathan, we thank you for your sacrifices. What sacrifices, Marie? Marie, thank you for the $2 super chat. That's really sweet of you. Chris just linked the Discord. Go join the Discord. If you're a Discord user, we'd love to have you. Discord.gg/Siberian Derpskies. Well, now I need the link to that video. Mila, okay, I don't know the link. But if you go on my page, my YouTube page, it's on the video section, not the shorts section. And it will be a picture of Leia looking directly at the camera with the words that say, I don't like him. That's the video where I talk about the Husky influencer who I don't like. Don't like him. And I made that video and I posted it. And within the hour, he deleted his account. So, oops. Oopsie boopsie. Oops, my fault. Whoopsies. So sorry. Sorry to see you go. Bye. Do you like Levi the Husky? I love Levi the Husky. I ship Levi and Leia hard. I ship Levi and Leia, and I also ship Chance and Leia from Half Husky Bros. Kay says, please never cancel us. Listen, my bar for canceling someone is, did you personally slight me years ago? That's one, right? That's the flow chart, right? We'll draw the flow chart together right now. You come to a box, okay? And it says, did you personally slight me years ago? And if the answer is no, then it goes all the way to the box at the bottom, and the box at the bottom says, don't cancel this person. If the answer is yes, it goes to another box, and that box says, is there a video of them being super racist and or anti-Semitic on the internet? Right? And then after that box, it says, if the answer is no, then it goes to the other box that says, don't cancel them. And if it's yes, then it goes to another box that says, cancel them. So only when those two things are true would I even attempt to cancel you. And that's only happened once. So, my top 5 comments are a great example. Some people are really mean to me. Some people are really mean to me in the comments. I always blur their username. I always blur their photo. Because I just don't want to, I don't want to use my platform to be like, get them, I don't want to do that. And honestly, the only reason why I felt comfortable making that video in the first place was like, well, one, he was being so racist in that it was like real bad, real racist, real homophobic. It was like pretty exaggerated, like 1950s style racism, and like hard R racism. Well, I don't remember now if he used the hard R or not, but it was bad. It was real bad. And two is he has a bigger following than me. He has a bigger platform, so I'm not punching down definitionally. Mitch Arendt says, I'm Jewish, so sometimes I get woken up by the hive mind trying to figure out the password for the space lasers or the weather controlling machine. That's an incredible joke, Mitch. But as a Gentile, I can't react to it. But I appreciate your sense of humor. Takani's mom, you were talking about. Yeah, Mom's the boss. Yeah, Takani's mom's great. She's wonderful. She's really, really sweet. She's really, really sweet. Takani, I've talked about this before, but Takani is related to both Archer and Leia. Like, Takani's dad is Leia's paternal grandfather, and Takani's mom is Archer's aunt, paternal aunt. Nethy says, Mitch, can you send some rain over to Denmark? I need my plants watered. Nethy, great response. 10 out of 10 response. That's a great exchange, you two. That's a really great exchange. Can you sing DuckTales with Leia? Judith, I might. If Leia's still napping, I'm not going to. Honestly, I'm just going to let her nap. Is every husky in America related? Well, I think, definitionally, they all are, if you go back far enough. And I actually think you probably don't have to go that far back. Melissa said, oh, thank goodness the second box saved me. Melissa, you never slighted me. You've been exclusively wonderful. What are you talking about? Ishmin, can any husky even dare to ghost the Queen Leia? I mean, it will be the opposite, rather. Well, I mean, I don't know. Archer just got groomed, and they gave me a reason why they didn't shave his paw pads, and I just listened to them. But I have this this oil that I put on his paw pads. I put on it like every other day, so to help protect his peats. I love the idea of all these famous husky influencers sitting down and comparing the genealogy of their dogs. No, it's just me, Rachel. Well, it's because, okay, here's the thing. I've talked about this before. Archer and Leia came from a breeder. I really am reticent to even discuss that because while I don't regret it, because I got Archer and Leia out of it, knowing what I know now, I would never again go to a breeder. Ever. Again. Ever. Period. End of sentence. Not even because I had a bad experience or anything like that, just because I am now fully aware and awake to the shelter crisis and the sheer number of incredible dogs who are put down every day. And it shatters my heart. And I don't want to contribute to that by going to a breeder. And to that end, I regret it, and I'm deeply embarrassed that I had to learn that lesson, that I was that ignorant, and I don't ever want to use my platform to be like, well, Archer and Leia came from a breeder, so I guess it's fine. So it's kind of a do as I say, not as I do situation, and that's very hypocritical of me, and I apologize for that, but that's how I feel. So I'm reticent to discuss it for that reason. That being said, Takani also came from the same breeder that Archer and Leia did. So for that's how I am aware of that particular lineage. I don't know about all the rest of the husky influencers or where they got their dogs or anything like that. It's specifically Takani I know came from the same breeder. But again, I will never go to another breeder again. I don't recommend that anyone else do that because Huskies, beautiful, incredible, purebred Huskies, are being put down every single day because of the overcrowding crisis in shelters. And I apologize for being so hypocritical about that. It is hypocrisy writ large. But I'm just trying to be as honest with my community as possible. Can we get Archer and Leia grooming video? The groomer won't let me film them, unfortunately, being groomed. I would love to do that. I also think they'd be worse with me there. I think they'd be so much worse with me there. I would love to have them filmed by a girl with the dogs. That's a great... I would love that, but they're in Canada, so... Watching Archer snooze while listening to you talk is somehow making me very productive while writing my thesis. Thank you. Oh, weirdly weird Weber. I'm so glad we could help. However, my dog screams bloody murder whenever I'm in the room, and he cannot get to me, so I get it. Yeah, that happened. Actually, when I went to pick up Archer and Leia from the groomer this past week, they opened the door, and I could see back there, and Archer was on the grooming table. And he locked eyes with me, and I looked at him, and he had this look of like, what are you doing here? And I was like, hi, Archer, because I was staring at him, and he was staring at me, and he lost his mind. He was like, get me off this table right now, that's my dad. And then the door closed. Like, it was just that quick. Like, the door opened, and I saw Archer, and he locked eyes with me, and I was like, hi, Archer, and then he lost his mind, and the door closed. And I felt really bad doing that. I felt really bad. I was like, I should not have said anything because now he's going nuts for the groomers. I feel real bad about that. Brother, what do you do for a living? Love your content. Keep up the good work. My social media feed is full with your videos, and I love it. Thank you, Gurnor. Gurnor? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. I feel real confident I'm butchering it, and I apologize. Gurnor? I do digital marketing and content strategy for a living. Also, I get some money from doing content creation. Not a lot. Some. Not enough to pay all of my bills. Let's put it that way. I don't think I'm breaking even on what I spend on Archer and Leia. If you add up surgery costs, I'm definitely not breaking even. But I think I make enough money from them to pay for their treats. I don't know. I actually intentionally have never like sat down and really looked at it because I don't want to think too hard about how much money I spend on them. It'll make me sweat. It'll make my back sweat. So he does, Tess. You're right. So would you say that content creation basically pays for their food and or treats? Yeah, it really depends on the month, okay? Sometimes that's the other thing with the content creation is because I do such few brand partnerships, the money I get from it is so like up and down. Like last month I got like nothing. I got such little money, it's insane. But like other months, like last summer, there was one month there where I was like, oh my God, if we do this every month, this will be my full-time job. And it just like that has not been replicated. So, some months it definitely pays for their trips, and some months it just doesn't. It doesn't pay for half. So, where you going, Bug? Where you going, handsome boy Archer? Are you leaving us? Are you leaving us, Bug? Okay, I'm gonna follow you. He got too hot. I think he wants to go under the bed. This is his I'm too hot spot. Do you want me to lift this up for you, Bug? There you go. You go under the bed, mister. There's a good boy. You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy, Bug. This is where he sleeps most nights, by the way. Sorry, it's so dark under here. He's hot. Yeah, he just wants to cool down. I don't think so. I don't think it hurts his back. I don't think so. I don't think he'd do it if it hurt his back, frankly. Archer and I both hate summer. Sorry you hate summer, Kara. He is the best boy in the world, Ben. I agree. Archer has two moods, sunbathing and bed bathing. Wow, damn. You nailed it. The way Archer's fur is black with that reddish hue is the same as my husky pups, but she's not a husky. Or the same as my pup, but she's not a husky. Well, that's a beautiful dog. Listen, Marie, I am a firm believer that husky is not a breed. It is a state of mind. So, Kelly says, I totally love your content and your voice. Thank you, Kelly. That's really nice of you. I'm amazed at the lack of fur underneath the bed. It's just, it's poor lighting, poor camera resolution, because with my naked eye, I am seeing, like, dust bunnies. So, I'm in the D.C. region, and it's like 400% humidity, LOL. Kara, I know. I mean, I don't know if you were in the live when I talked about this earlier, but I lived in Logan Circle for 10 years, so say less. I know what D.C. summers are like. I miss it. I would move back in a heartbeat. I love DC so much. I seriously, like, actively want to move back to DC, but I don't think it's in the cards for me. What? You have bunnies in the house? Dust bunnies only. I'm surprised by the lack of socks under the bed. That's not where Leia stores them. How do the treats usually cost, especially for Archer? He be wanting treats every few minutes. You know, I don't know. It really depends. Honest to God, I'm not even trying to be funny here. Like, I sincerely don't look at how much I spend on the dogs because I think I probably spend too much money on them. I think I genuinely probably spend too much money on them. And so I'm just not even going to look at the bill. I'm just not going to look at what the percentage breakdown is. I should. If I were a responsible adult, I would. But I think if you watch any amount of my content, you'll know this is not a responsible man. Brianna, actually, they've not had they had a fight over bones a couple months ago, back in April. So they've not had bones since then. And then turkey tendons, my treat store just hasn't stocked them in months. I would buy them, but I guess I could order some on Chewy, but I just haven't. Because we go to regardless of whether or not I buy them on Chewy, they're still going to drag me to the treat store, you know? So. Okay, I'm sorry. My neck really hurts. I'm in a deeply uncomfortable position. So we're going to go back out and see Leia. Bye, Bug. Bye, good boy Archer. I love you. Okay, he's annoyed with me. Let's go find Leia again. Let's go find Leia again. Pretty girl Leia. How you holding up, miss? Can we bother you? Would it be okay if we bothered you? We're gonna bother you a little bit, okay? No, that's not okay. She's annoyed. Okay, I'm just gonna stand here, Leia. I'm just gonna stand here to get the best angle. Ben, that's not a bad idea, attaching a nameplate there. When are you gonna do a game live stream again? Luna, I will be streaming tomorrow on twitch.tv/Siberian Derpskies. I'm currently scheduled to go live at 5 p.m. GMT, 10 a.m. Pacific. That might move. If it moves, I will notify the Discord server, the Siberian Derpscord, discord.gg/Siberian Derpskies. Yeah, Kay, that's literally well, I'm kind of like I'm holding on to the tripod. So it's a nice lightweight tripod. You know, since I started my NGO, I realize how many doggos miss the chance of treats in their life. Yeah, Ishmin. Yeah. That's incredible you started an NGO, though. That's amazing. Thank you, Rima. I'm glad you like her scarf. I would call it a bandana and not a scarf, but that's just me. That's me being a pedant. Hello, butt. She's so pretty. I'm obsessed with her. I'm obsessed with her. Damn paparazzi. You're not wrong, Holly. How do you not bother them when they're peacefully sleeping like that? I'd need to 100% bother them and give them scratchies and kisses. I mean, Murray, I do. Yeah. I do bother them a lot. Austin says, I have to get myself a Sybe by next year. Majestic creatures. They're a lot of work, so. Marie, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. A moment to appreciate Sleepy Leia. Marie, again, you do too much. Ollie says, I'm obsessed with your Huskies too. Thank you, Ollie. You're in good company. You're in very good company. It feels weird when I don't see either of them. Well, I mean, I try to post as much as possible. I've been posting 2 times a day for the past couple of days. And I have 2 videos planned for today as well. Because I feel like I've been so bad about posting in May and June. So I'm like trying to like quote catch up. So I have 2 videos planned for today. I say today. Today means like before I go to sleep. So it might be like 2 a.m. my time before I post again. But yeah. You're doing good with the schedule, Jonathan. Thank you, Blue. I'm trying. I am trying. So, and I will post. I'll post the July schedule next week as well. Does your wife ever join in? She does not appear on content. She doesn't appear on content because she doesn't want to. If she ever wanted to, she would be on content. However, she is, you guys don't see her. She is such a massive, important part of my life and Archer's life and Leia's life. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, for years, she worked from home. She worked from home for years. So years of my content, I'm just kind of like moving the camera around her. So she's right here with us. So, yeah. They've been drilling next door for almost 3 weeks now from 7 a.m. on. I'm this close to turning into a criminal. I'm Abhishek, yeah. I'm sorry. Idil Sevinch says, or Sevinch? Sevinch. Idil Sevinch. Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Idil Sevinch? You have a wife? I do. Oh, sorry, Chris. Oh, that's on me, Chris. Apologies. That's on me. At least now we know the woman voice, but otherwise, yeah, I watch for the dogs. Thank you, Ollie. Do you brush their teeth? I do, Brianna. Not well. I've actually noticed some yellowing in Leia's teeth, so. I actually, like, earlier today, I was looking at, like, other doggy toothbrushes that I could get for them. They get dental chews at least once a day. Yeah, yeah. I noticed something. Dogs usually hate wearing accessories. I'm surprised she lets the scarf stay on. She doesn't mind it. Yeah, she's never tried to take it off. She's never fought me when I put it on her. She doesn't mind it. Now, if I were to like put on clothing or like a Halloween costume, I want her to wear a Halloween costume so badly. She will not tolerate it. Luna says, oh, also, my swelling in my foot and ankle is pretty much gone. Still pretty tender, though. I asked my doctor for another x-ray just in case the swelling was hiding a hairline fracture. Good for you, Luna. I'm glad you're feeling better. What's their next size? Asking for a friend. You know, Mom's the Boss, I don't actually know the answer to that. And I don't have a garment measuring tape. I mean, I do. It's somewhere in the house. I know I have like one of those garment measuring tapes, but I don't know where it is. I have no clue. I've had a couple of brands reach out and be like, we want to send them stuff. Just like measure their necks and their chests for me, and we'll send them stuff. And I haven't responded to them because I'm like, I don't. You make me go get a garment measuring tape, and then I have to do all this. Seems like a lot of effort. So, Leia is about 55 pounds, and Archer is about 75 pounds. Rachel, they do not like carrots. They spit them right out. They don't like frozen carrots. They don't like the Huskies I grew up with loved carrots. Loved carrots. Archer and Leia don't. Rima, I do not brush their fur every day. They neither of them like to be brushed. Beth, no, I don't. I'm incredibly boring, Beth. Sorry to disappoint. Again, Chris, thank you. Chris, that one's on me. That's on me. I should have thought before speaking. Thank you, Chris. Love your videos because I've never felt so seen. My two chows will do the exact same things on their walks. Did you just tell a lady's weight? How dare you? Okay, fair. Yeah. Do they not like wet food? Yeah, actually, Leia straight up won't eat wet food. She actively won't eat wet food. I've purchased it for her. I've had like free samples and stuff like that because I try to get her to eat. She will not eat wet food. Won't do it. You know, I actually, Chef Baker, they very rarely wear collars. They wear collars at the dog park or when they're in boarding. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Reggie. That's me. Chris says my boys hate being brushed, but we pick their fur endlessly and brush once a week. Leia is actually better about being brushed than Archer. She really hates. She will tolerate it for maybe 2 minutes. So I try to get as much as I can in like a 2-minute period, but that's it. Archer straight up doesn't tolerate it at all. And actually, the groomer, this most recent time I picked him up, was like, hey, do you guys, like, are you opposed to giving him trazodone? I was like, actually, the vet gave us a trazodone prescription and said just, like, hang on to it if they ever enter, like, high anxiety situations. And the groomer was like, please give Archer trazodone. Please give him trazodone before you bring him in. Then I was like, got it. Say less. I understand. He is not good at the groomer. Message received. Message received. Their teeth? Having their teeth cleaned at the vet? Yes, I have. I do that like once every other year. Marie, again with a $2 super chat. Let's give the mods some love for all they do. Yes, please. Shout out to my mods. They're better than your mods. I don't know much, I know that. Karasara says, I'm a trazodone girly myself. Well, you're in good company, Karasara. Ishmeen says, my couch and your couch looks the same. Cirrus sheds so much to the point I myself become a husky. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. Thank you, Chris. I was about to respond to that, Chris. Thank you. Why are the Huskies not allowed downstairs? Because I noticed a baby gate. So originally it's because, Nick, that's where the cats would hang out. And I really just wanted to give the cats an escape so that they weren't constantly harassed by the Huskies. Because they just love the cats so much. They love the cats so much. That they just wouldn't leave them alone. So I needed to give the cats an area that was like their own. And that was just the basement. I just haven't taken the baby gate down. They are allowed downstairs. They can go downstairs. And actually, I leave it open a lot. Like if I'm streaming on Twitch, I leave the baby gate open so that they can come down and visit me if they want. They are not allowed in the guest bedroom / exercise room. That's the only room in the house they're not allowed in. And it's really just because I want to keep it fur-free for guests. So we host people quite a bit. We have visitors come like literally like every other month. So I know you don't see them on video because I don't want to put people on video, but I do have guests here a lot. A lot. Yeah, the mods are incredible. They're wonderful. I don't deserve them. Thanks, Baker. I know some of them are busy right now. Yeah. Welcome back from the commercials. And now, if you see, there is a wild Leia laying in half sun, half shade to get the perfect tan. And this species of Leia is very, very rare to see in the wild. Cat cam when? I don't have any cats right now. They have passed away. Thanks for bringing it up. Prodigal dreams. Just wondering. Nope. Do the dogs jump over many things? We have trouble keeping our dogs out of certain rooms and spaces because she can open cabinets and doors. Any recommendations for gates? I don't have a specific recommendation. I will say that, like, Huskies will find a way. They're like velociraptors. They'll find a way. It's an uphill battle. So. My pup and I are about to go out on the trail. I had to stop running, but I don't squats when the pup needs to stop for a sniff and bathroom break. My legs are so sore. I'm so sorry, Chase. But have fun on the trail. Do the Huskies ever try to suffocate you? Not intentionally, I don't think. Leia will sit on me sometimes. She'll sit on me if, like, Archer's getting too many pets. If I'm sat on the ground and Archer's getting too many pets, she'll just sit on me. And be like, oh, I do squats instead of running. I see what you're saying, Chase. Understand. Got it. Hey, guys. This was super fun. I really enjoyed this live. But I've been going for over an hour. I have a client call in 53 minutes. And I need to do captions on this video and get it posted. So, my wife runs with the Huskies. I ran with the Huskies a couple days ago. I didn't film it. I'm woefully out of shape. I need to get back into running shape. Archer and Leia loved it. They were great, but I didn't film it at all because I was just like... If I'm able to get back into a better shape, I might start filming it. No, they've never escaped. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. This was so fun. I love doing these. I just like hanging out with you guys. This is so fun. I'll be back. I'll be live streaming tomorrow on twitch.tv/Siberian Derpskies. Probably at 10 a.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. GMT. If that changes, I'll let everyone know in the Discord server, the Siberian Derpscord. Discord.gg/Siberian Derpskies. And yeah, I'm literally gonna stop this and go work on captions. So in 30 to 40 minutes, expect a video posted on your channel, your platform of choice. So thanks for everything, guys. Oh, Marie, thank you so much. I will eat something, don't worry. $2 super chat from Marie. Thank you. Marie, you're too generous. All right, I love you all. Take care. Bye.